The Kool-Aid Man dons a jetpack and flies out to confront the Thirsties, crashing through the wall, of course. I'm curious how the Kool-Aid that makes up the Kool-Aid Man doesn't instantly freeze in the vacuum of space, but hey, we're almost done. Number 2. The Kool-Aid Man wouldn't freeze in space. Speaking of really cold things, let's recall the Kool-Aid Man comic. Yeah, I don't want to remember that it exists either, but here we are. Sometimes I love the fact that my fans are damn smart. Other times, it can get really frustrating when loads of people comment, email, and private message me the same scientific fact over and over. And what fact is that? The fact that, in a vacuum, the Kool-Aid Man would not freeze. Here's a brain twister for those of you not scientifically inclined. Cold does not actually exist in terms of science. There is only the absence of heat, and space has little to no heat in between planets and stars. And guess what? Heat transfers from an area of high heat to an area of low heat. So all the heat in the Kool-Aid Man should transfer out into space. Now, one would think that would mean that means he would freeze. However, there's no air in space, and without any air, there's no air pressure. So, in fact, a creature made of liquid like the Kool-Aid Man would actually boil in the absence of pressure and evaporate. So there you have it, the science of bizarre creatures made out of sugary drinks and how they should act in the vacuum of space. We are a bunch of nerds.
The outer space case. Kool-Aid Man did it first! Okay, now I'm actually legitimately curious. If the Kool-Aid Man boils in space, what happens to Jell-O Man? And I reviewed the first one of them back in 2009, which led to one of my most infamous examples of a mistake I had made, speculating that the Kool-Aid Man would freeze in space when, as so many people were keen to point out, he would actually boil. If any of you are new here, these are the kinds of intellectual discussions we have on this show, debates about the fate of corporate mascots in the vacuum of space.